So we've talked about this briefly, about your first loss against Maciej. Did it make you better?
It definitely helped me put a fire under me.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I'm not one to make excuses. You know, the better man won that night, and I would just love the opportunity to work my way back to a rematch, because I truly feel and truly believe that I wasn't at 100% that night. You know, like I said, I'm not one to make excuses. He won, but I would love to work my way back to a rematch. You know, I would love to fight a couple more fights and try to win some type of world title this year, and you know, so be it. After that, I would love to make my first defense with him.
Has he? I'm sure he's fought since then. I haven't seen or heard about it. I mean, have you tracked him down at all?
I've just been focusing on myself, man. I've just been trying to make myself better every day, and you know, getting back to where I was, which is being one of the best middleweights in the world. And you know, thank God I've been able to accomplish that, you know, at such a young age.
So your last fight against Montes, I mean, you got back on the winning track,
right,
with the third round technical decision, or a TKO, right?
Right.
So I mean, how did it feel to get back in the winner's circle?
The winner's circle. It felt great, man. It's like I said, man, there's no other feeling like it.
Did you feel like you dug yourself out of that little hole, or?
Yeah, more or less. I felt like I did that in training camp, man,
Okay.
because Coach Eric Brown pushed me to the max, because we didn't want something like that last fight where I lost happen again. So you know, we made sure we trained hard for 3 months, and that fight came up, and we took it on about a month's notice, and you know, we did great. Like you said, we came out with a TKO, and it felt amazing, man.
Right on, man. I saw that. That was amazing. So,
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So you've talked about this several times. You know, you've sparred with Triple G and Canelo, and you know, can you elaborate on your experiences with both of them and what their differences are?
So for Canelo, I was helping him get ready for the Austin Trout fight, and I had to help him out as a southpaw.
He annihilated him.
Right, and so you know, we had a great training camp for that, and he is he's very strong. He's a very strong fighter. He has the type of power, you can say, the type of power that can hit you once and he'll put you down. And as far as Triple G, he's much more elusive than what people think.
Okay.
Especially having him in front of you. He seems like a very one or two dimensional fighter, but he's very smart. He's very ring smart when he's in front of you. Very technical, very elusive. You think he's at one place, and you know, he's there on purpose. Everything's very calculated.
Wow.
And he's also strong, but he has the type of power where it's just heavy on both hands, and it's continuous power to break you down on both hands. So with Canelo, it's just more like kind of like a one-hitter quitter type thing, and he'll put you down, but Triple G will break you down more or less on purpose. Yeah, and it's like more like of a
we saw with Kell Brook.
Exactly,
you know
what I mean? Like Canelo will knock you out, but you know, Triple G will break your orbital bone or break whatever, you know, and it's more like of a long-term hurting you. Yeah.
So do you know who you're fighting next?
I actually don't have a fight set yet or any type of date, but you know, I'm staying ready. I'm staying in shape
ready, just in case you gotta jump into training camp right away, huh?
Like I said, well, I'm training like I'm in training camp, man.
Okay.
Like I said, that loss, you know, set a fire under me, and I'm hungry, and I want to fight for that world title.
So, you believe you might get a title shot at the end of this year? Is that
looking like that, man?
Yeah?
You know, God willing, it's looking like that.
Yeah, I think you deserve it, man. You have only one loss, 25 wins. I mean, how many knockouts now?
13 now.
13.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a decent amount of knockouts. Wow. You know, we've been around for a bit. This is
you're winning, man.
Yeah, man. It's been 7 years as a pro, so I think, you know, we paid our dues, and you know, I had a long time as an amateur, so I think it's time.
Okay, so 2017 is off to a great start as far as boxing, because people were saying that boxing was dead, and I guess I would probably agree. I didn't agree with it because I was still a big fan of it, but I could see how UFC was taking a lot of fans because, I don't know, I guess promoters and this and that, you know, I mean, haven't been putting out the best fights, maybe one or two good fights, like
Right.
big fights, past couple years. But I think last year and now this year at the beginning, now you're seeing a lot of great fights.
Right. Definitely 2016 was a great year for fights, man. You had Francisco Vargas versus Salido.
Yeah, that one's.
Chocolatito versus Cuadras, Frampton Santa Cruz, and now this year Frampton Santa Cruz 2, which I happened to be at,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere was amazing. The
Wow.
Irish people know how to, extremely know how to support their fighters, and it was amazing to be there. The crowd was just electrifying. So I was happy to be there. It was a great atmosphere.
That's crazy because I mean it's Vegas. Usually, I mean you have more Latinos obviously there. You know what I mean? But like I told you the other day, from what I heard at the weigh-in, they were saying that there's more Irish people there.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, and come fight
That's
night,
crazy.
I mean, it was probably about 50-50, and for Carl Frampton to bring out, that many people it's amazing, man. He has a huge crowd behind him.
I mean these aren't like huge boxing stars.
Right.
They're not your household names like Mayweather
Right.
or Canelo, Pacquiao, Mike Tyson.
Right.
But they're getting there.
Right,
I mean,
but the MGM was
it's
packed.
packed.
There were
So
thousands of people there.
I think this is it's
off to a great
revival.
start.
Yeah,
Definitely.
if anything. So
And then you got Thurman Garcia coming up. It's another great fight of two undefeated champions colliding. You know what I mean? It's a great fight.
Al Heyman's fighter,
Both
right?
Al Heyman fighters, but definitely, a lot of people say, Al Heyman's killing the sport, but I don't understand how when he has fights like that.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Frampton
So-
Santa Cruz, Thurman Garcia, and
They have Mikey Garcia
Mikey
that
Garcia
he
had an
signed
amazing knockout.
pretty much, right?
So, like I said, I mean, he's doing some great stuff, man. He's revolutionizing the sport of boxing, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Oscar De La Hoya is bringing back Friday night fights, and I think even
Right, I
to
saw
Saturdays
that.
too. So
Right on ESPN,
signed on
I believe.
ESPN. So
Definitely.
I mean that's great to just see fights basically every week.
Yeah, man, and that's how it was last year. Just every Friday and Saturday,
Yeah.
fights, and Al Heyman's bringing back Tuesday night fights. So it's,
Oh, look at that! I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a couple Tuesday night fights last year, so I mean, it's
Yeah.
good to see,
Yeah.
It's good to see all that coming back, and he also put boxing back on national cable.
Yeah, on like NBC, I
Yeah.
think maybe CBS, but
Yeah.
yeah, for sure I know I did see Premier Boxing Champions on NBC at one point.
All right,
So, other than boxing, do you have any other interests or business ventures that maybe in the future you'd like to get into? Whether it be promoting, starting a clothing line, getting into film, anything like that?
as of right now, I have two businesses that my wife and I work on.
Okay.
And those things are going very great. And as far as the future, I would definitely like to be some type of ring announcer. Not an announcer, a commentator.
Okay.
I feel like I have the tools and the skills for it, so I think it would be a great way to go.
You have experience.
Definitely.
I mean, you've been boxing since you were 7.
Right.
So I mean, you're very well spoken. You speak English very well.
And
so
Spanish.
and Spanish.
Yeah,
so you can pronounce everybody's name correctly.
Right.
Not
So-
everybody, but
But most people, yeah. So I would definitely like to go into
Paul
something
Malignaggi.
Just like that, Paulie. Yeah.
I mean, he's still fighting, but he's commentating
Still
as well.
commentating.
So he's doing that on the side as well. So.
Right.
Right on, man. All right, so I just have a couple questions, and then we'll wrap this up here. So just answer as fast as you can, whatever comes to your mind. Salsa verde or salsa roja?
Salsa verde.
Pizza or tacos?
Ooh, tacos.
Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Canelo or Chavez?
Chavez.
Your favorite football team?
Steelers.
Favorite color?
Gold.
Iron Man or Captain America?
Iron Man.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
All right, so there you have it. Once again, I'm Noel Muro from TRYLOSOPHY.com. Hugo Centeno Jr. Sorry about that. You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Hugo Centeno Jr.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys tune in. Keep you guys posted on when the next fight is.
All right, we'll talk again soon, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.